doesn't talk with an accent. That's what it is. Maybe that's what Chuck Moose doesn't like. He don't have patience for people with an accent. But I'm here legal, Chuck. I came here legally with a passport and a visa stapled into my passport. So don't worry about me. I got nothing to worry about. I got nothing to hide. I'm an open book. I've been a victim of the system 2 times, and I still fighting for the system. And this is another thing that I wanted to make sure. I've been known for criticizing the police department a million times. Every week, I don't criticize the police department, I criticize the administration of the police department. But this is not the time to criticize the police. It's like putting more wood in the fire. You cannot criticize something that can damage the life of those police officers that don't deserve to be damaged. Because like I have said many times in Las Vegas Tribune, the police officers that are in the street, they follow the law, they do the things the way. The administration and those connected to the administration are the ones that don't follow the law. Those that think they are above the law.
And if you have a good cop, then they feel that the administration is violating their oath of office. That puts additional pressure on the good cop.
But
I mean, you don't need more pressure on those guys.
I don't believe this is the time to criticize police officers, because this is when they are going out there shooting at police officers, murdering police officers, and you got an asshole like that guy Torrentino or whatever his name is, calling the police murderers. This is not the time for that. Well, this is the time to assure those police officers that are out there protecting us, that they're doing a good job.
That guy that's from, I think, Milwaukee or something, that officer named Clark, he's like the leader of the...
He's the sheriff.
Yeah, he is so right on all the time. He has common sense. He explains in perfect English exactly what the problem is with the system, and I really like that guy. And he's black. Does that make me a racist because I support him? He says what he says because he's intelligent.
You're not supposed to like him. He's black.
I know. That's what I mean.
You're not supposed to like him.
Hands up, don't shoot. But at any rate, there's all kinds of problems when you have corruption. Corruption is the cause of everything. So, I mean, you can't have the policeman trying to protect the society, and he has bosses telling him not to. That doesn't work because that goes against common sense. And then you have these movements after the police because you have a political administration in the White House that's going to, do everything to just divide this country. I mean, you're in the hot seat here. The police have got a terrible position they've been put in, and I think it comes from the top down. And that goes to the President of the United States, and it goes to the administrations of all these police departments. They're corrupt. Now, that doesn't mean the policeman upholding the laws of the community is corrupt, just the opposite. He's trying to do his job under tremendously difficult circumstances, because when corruption is on top of you, how the hell are you going to do your job?
Yeah. And then you got people like, what's his name, Joe Kennedy. He's an assistant high school football coach. He was suspended from his job for praying on the field.
Is that politically incorrect? I guess it is. It must be.
That's against Obama's rules.
Right, so it's politically incorrect.
Yeah, don't criticize that because you'll be racist.
No, if he was facing east, it would be okay.
Huh?
He wasn't facing east when he was praying. If he was facing east and he was in Islam, then it's okay. In Islam, he's okay, right?
Yeah.
Then he wouldn't have got fired. He would have got promoted. He was just facing the wrong direction. What's wrong with these people?
They are one-way street.
Yeah.
Either my way or no way.
You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
Either my way or no way.
And that's what you get from the top down when you're a divider in chief. Everything has to be division. They have to divide the people to conquer them. Because if the people would just get together and stop all the BS, start using common sense, we could get rid of all this corruption in this country. That's what's destroying us. That's going to destroy this country. The people in leadership don't want to have laws that rule the way that they're supposed to do things. They don't want those laws. They want to do whatever the hell they want to do. That's the way it is.
I got a post on my Facebook by the comical conservative. Then I read like this: Dear Mr. President, I hear you say you will not guarantee Social Security checks if the debt ceiling is not raised. Why is the scare? Why is the reason then always a scare always has to do with Social Security, our soldiers' pay, or Medicare? Why not stop your pay, or your staff pay, or the Congress pay? Let's hold the paychecks of all House and Senate members and see how fast they resolve the mess.
Well, we do those things because they're visual, and that gets the most bang for their buck. Like closing the Vietnam or the Veterans Park in Washington, D.C. when we had all those budgetary issues going on. Remember, they closed the park. Closed the park. And the veterans came to see the park get closed. Why? Because we don't have the money. Yeah, but in the meantime, Obama, the professional flight attendant, is flying off an Air Force One at the cost of 50,000 pounds of jet fuel or whatever it is to go to a town hall meeting in Des Moines.
Trump has awakened the silent majority.
Cool, and we need, and this time we're not going to call the silent majority a bunch of racists, okay? Just because they were a party without a leader before, the other parties wanted to do away with the Tea Party because they were jeopardizing their power, so they called him racist. They couldn't call Joe Schwartz, Mr. Tea Party, racist because he didn't exist. It was the people. It was a silent majority is what the Tea Party is.
What's his name? That actor?
Thompson?
No.
Oh, Archie Bunker.
Archie Bunker. This is what Archie Bunker said. So
not today he didn't.
Eh?
Not today he didn't.
He didn't. So I expect to walk on eggshell in my own country just so I don't offend some 7th century Islamic goat humpers who once figured it out, yet this is the 21st century. What the hell kind of meathead
goat humpers
bullshitter do you call that?
Well, I tell you what, I wish he was back. He could give Trump some trouble, talking the truth like that. The truth is what the people need, and stop all this political correct crap. Politically correct is a misnomer. It makes no sense to me. Political is a cancer on this society. Politics is terrible. It's a beast, okay? Now, how do you put that word with correct? It doesn't make sense. They're two opposite things. A politician will never be correct.
I never go into this Facebook thing. I don't know how to handle it, but I'm telling you, man, this is
You're getting messages from Archie Bunker, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
You haven't been in there for a while.
How long he hasn't been there?
I don't know, 10 years, I'd say.
Really?
Maybe 5 at least. But, what a great thing to say. His show used to be so politically incorrect before its time. I mean, it was just awesome what that guy used to say.
I'm surprised he lasted that long.
Oh, man. I'm telling you what. It wouldn't have lasted today for 5 seconds. And it should. Goat humpers. I mean, when did he say that? What the hell year was that he said that?
Oh, I don't know.
That was before this Islamic crap going on.
I don't know how to get it back now.
Jesus.
I don't know how to do this.
7th century goat humpers. Oh, man, that's a classic. I love it. And that's politically.
People cannot take the truth.
Yeah, well,
people cannot take
the truth hurts.
I don't know. It doesn't
I keep telling my girlfriend that the truth hurts, and she said, "Go to the dentist. Stop telling me that."
Yeah.
The tooth hurts. No, the truth.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, Fred Thompson, you can't get your mortgage now, your loan out anymore. He died, I guess, today. Fred Thompson.
I used to see him on Law and Order, you know.
Yeah.
And I was talking to somebody this weekend, and they said, how you can waste your time watching those shows, Law and Order? People don't understand. You learn from those shows.
Well, yeah.
You learn how the police tell you, come on, you should come clean. Your friend is in the other room talking like a parakeet about you, and you sitting here protecting him.
They play dirty tricks. And that's life. And I couldn't stand watching it because I know the truth. I knew that already. So for me to watch that, I get pissed off because they're talking the truth. And I go, it's just despicable what they really do in real life. Because that's just a portrayal of the way it is.
It's like the DA, I forgot his name now, somewhere. I forgot the name he used in the show. If he lose or he don't get the sentence that he wanted, he go back again and go back
That's
again.
what they do. It's corruption.
But why?
Because they can't take it. It's like judges. They will never admit that they made a wrong ruling. It's against their very nature. They never make a mistake. They can't admit it.
That's why I don't remember who I told him that. I said, what do we need an appellate court? Why running for the Supreme Court if we got good judges in district court? If the judges in district court will be doing the ruling right,
you don't need an appeal court.
Honestly and fairly, then you don't need. And then why are you going to run for Supreme Court? Now you win the Supreme Court. Now you become yourself a justice. And now you're going to rule against the guy that used to go to lunch with you every afternoon?
No.
No, of course not.
No.
It's
the foxes guarding the foxes that guard the hen house. We're the hens.
If we need to elect appellate judges or Supreme Court justices to correct the mistake, then the district court judges made, that means the district court judges are not doing the right thing, the job.
But they'll never. The system's broken because of that. That's one of the major flaws in the system.
And the appellate court is not. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. The judge, what's his name? The guy that sentenced a guy to 35 years in jail and prison because maybe in 10 years from now, he's going to commit the same crime. He's a mind reader now. Now he's a Doc Smith. Doc Smith. He sentenced that poor Cuban kid to 35 years when the normal sentence is 7 to 10 years. He sent him to 35 years in prison.
Because he would have got out in 7 or 10, and he would have done the thing again. So
because he might do that again.
It's a mind reader, yeah.
Yeah. In the meantime, there's other judges that
usually it's
don't enforce the law.
Usually it's the opposite side. That's what I was just going to say. Usually the judges are letting these criminals go free, and then the criminal kills somebody, and then there's a huge uproar over the fact that this judge didn't do his job. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just a mess. The whole system is a mess because it's corrupt.
Doc Smith is a little racist. There was another Spanish guy. This one that I told you, the first case, is a Spanish too. And this guy, he says thank you to him before he leaves the courtroom. He called him back, take the bail off, no bail, and put him in jail because he didn't like the way he said thank you. the almighty Judge Doug
Well,
Smith.
the problem is we put the robes on them. All rise. You know, we kiss the ass of these people that work for us. Why are we kissing their ass? Respect is one thing, but kissing the ass of someone who's supposed to do their job, I don't get it. I'm sorry.
No, that is, unfortunately, they don't deserve that respect.
The problem is it goes to their head. That's the problem.
Yeah.
They misinterpret that respect. So I say don't give them the respect to start with. Screw it. If you need respect, go get another job. Don't be a judge, okay?
Yeah, but unfortunately, they don't deserve that respect. But I believe that the court deserves respect. The courtroom
it ruins them.
Yeah, it ruins them.
It ruins them. That's the problem.
It goes to their head. It's almost like
It's like the shows you get when they have a TV reporter or it's on TV in the courtroom. Look what you get. You get garbage. You get the judge playing to the camera because of their ego or whatever it is. They're going to be a movie star now. You know, they're completely out of touch with what their job is supposed to be. And the virtue of everybody in the whole courtroom kissing their ass is not good. They need to do their job. If they're not doing their job, they need to get the hell removed from their job. You know?
Trump is in top, 28%.
Is that soaring or is that plummeting? Or that's stuck? He's reached his limit. He's reached his limit.
Carson has 23%.
Is that a national poll?
It doesn't say. Megyn Kelly used this poll.
Oh,
Nobody
God.
else did. When I was down, wondered if he will see it now that I am up. I don't know who is it. Fiorina is 3% now. I don't know what the blue, light blue and the dark blue is. That's now. 1 month ago, she was 9%. Now it's 3%. Cruz is still 6%. Bush was 6%. Now he's 8%.
Bush went up 2%?
No, the other way around. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
It's
What the hell?
Around. You know, and Trump, a month ago, he was 17%. Now he's 28%. And this is Donald Trump email. And he said, Megyn Kelly used this poll. Nobody else did when I was down. Wonder if she will use it now that I'm up.
Trump was saying that, obviously.
He was up all the time.
Yeah.
You know, it's not, here's what we need. This is what the people want. Secure borders, finish with all the illegal immigrations, and look at me, listen to me, I talk with an accent. I'm an immigrant, but I'm here legal. That's what it is, You
have to be a nation of laws, or you're not a nation. You're in decline. If you don't support your laws and uphold them, you're in decline.
Yeah.
And the problem with our system is the elected officials don't want to be controlled by laws. The laws are for those dummies that elected me, for the hens, not for me. I'm a fox now, so I get to do what I want to do, and the laws don't apply to me. That's the problem. The people that are supposed to uphold the laws don't uphold the laws. And that's why we need a Trump, because I guarantee you something. He's going to make promises. He's making promises. He will keep them because he's not a politician. He will keep his promises because he doesn't have to rely on special interests that break promises. They don't. A special interest doesn't care what you promised your voters. He could care less. You're going to do what the special interest wants when you get in power, or you're not going to be in power. Simple as that. So that's why this country is having the difficulties it's having. And it's a natural progression. I understand it. That's the way political corruption goes. It gets worse and worse and worse until the country collapses. We're on that road, and we need a Trump to get us back on the right road.
Yeah. That's all it is.
And if we don't get Trump said last week on his show that he is the most qualified candidate to ever run for president. And you know what? He's an egot. Listen to that talk. What are you talking? No, he's right. You pick a more qualified person than him. You're going to pick Obama? He was the most unqualified person. Not necessarily that has ever run for president, because there's been a bunch of beauties there, but he's the most unqualified person to ever have been elected to office, ever. Governor Carter was more qualified than Obama was, by far.
And that's too much to say.
I'm telling you.
I hate to tell you this, my friend.
That's saying something.
That's
but
sad
think
to
about
say
it. Think
it.
about it.
Yeah.
Look at the devastation we've been under. And now this policy over in Syria or whatever, we're going to send in 50. Oh, they're not troops. They're special advisors or something, and we're only going to send 50. That's it. No more. Yeah, I mean, you know what? I'm a betting man. What's the line on that one? I'll take it. I'll bet the house on that one.
And let me
That's
tell
a
you,
lie.
Let me tell you something before I forget again. I have to send a great congratulations to Governor Chris Christie in New Jersey for having the guts to put his mouth where his words are. Okay? He said that nobody in New Jersey will fly to Cuba as long as the Castro brothers are there. He don't care what the president said.
Oh.
He don't care about nothing. Read the Tribune next week because it's coming in the Tribune.
Wow, when did he say that? I didn't hear that. That's interesting.
This is a special for Las Vegas Tribune.
Wow.
Yeah. He told the airlines they cannot go there to pick up passengers. If they wanted to go anywhere else, they can come. If they want to go to Cuba, they have to find another way. But it will not be from New Jersey to Cuba. That's what I call guts, balls. That's why I call
Well, it's definitely
huevos.
it's a political statement. He's taking a stand, that's for sure.
That's for sure.
And everybody else wouldn't do that because they don't want to say anything.
I'm sure that it has something to do with two criminals from New Jersey that are in Cuba now. But at least
that lady that murdered the cops or something was somebody.
I don't know. I got the feeling there had to be something like that. But he brought it up. He opened it up, and nobody go to Cuba. As long as the Castro brothers.
Why is this such a big deal for the President of the United States that wanted to release or lift the ban in Cuba, the embargo? Why would he not get that lady you're talking about back into this country and make that part of it? Why is that such a big deal? Is that politically incorrect to ask for a murderer be returned to the United States, extradited? What's wrong with that? Why is it wrong for us to ask for the 4 prisoners that Iran has in captivity before we even decide to have any negotiation at all? Why is that so hard for this guy? Why? Because it makes sense. And Obama does everything that doesn't make sense. I mean, it's pathetic.
Well, that's the way it is. But I tell you, I believe that Governor Christie deserves a commendation for that.
Yeah,
because
it's common sense.
I don't believe that we need to make any kind of deals or concessions with Cuba as long as the Castro brothers are there. There's thousands and thousands of Cuban people that have lost their life either in the firing squad or in the middle of the ocean trying to escape or in the prisons over there. And talking about dividing family. How come they don't talk about dividing family now? How come they don't talk about dividing family when it comes to Cuba? It's only the Mexicans have family?
You got who's doing the talking? When Trump is bigger criminal in this country than the Castro brothers because he's threatening all the people in power. That's worse than Castro's. Are you kidding me? What the hell is up with that? You're on the air.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on the air. You got something to say on the radio?
No, I'm looking for Steve Dempsey. Just call me on this number.
Just hang up the phone.
All right, that's not right.
Hang up the phone. Damn, how these people do that? They know that this is my show. Why do they call when I'm on here?
They don't know because Steve used the phone and that's the number that he used on the phone.
Well, then Steve cannot use that phone anymore. Period.
You got to control it over there, not with the people dialing a number.
Yeah, they should know that.
They don't know that.
Yeah, Steve must tell them.
Well,
hey, this is the telephone number to call when I'm on the air.
It starts with there, not with, Oh, that's another thing. Anyways, we'll talk about that later. I got a way of fixing that. So
what?
I have a way of fixing that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How?
I haven't had a chance because you came in today and everything.
Raising hell.
And ever since then, I haven't been able to keep my head straight.
Pumping energy. I'll
tell you what, Monday morning around here, it's awesome.
I know.
After this man takes the weekend off, Jesus Christ, man. All hell breaks loose on Monday.
I know. Energy. What is the name of those batteries?
You don't want to be a utility company on Monday mornings around here.
Well, it's just I get sick of this utility company. The Las Vegas doesn't have utility companies.
Whenever you have a monopoly, they're going to ask.
Did you know that?
Yes,
Las Vegas don't have utility company. You have to go to Henderson, Boulder City, or North Las Vegas. They jump Las Vegas. Nevada Power, also known as alias NV Energy, don't have offices. Southwest Gas don't have offices in Las Vegas. Okay.
Where did that one go that was on Sahara Avenue? That Southwest Gas. Is that no longer there?
Southwest Gas.
Southwest Gas had a long, narrow, single-story building. I think
on Tropicana.
Was on
Tropicana and our bill. No, they're not there no more. They over there, almost by the border with Utah.
Oh. Was that why we send all our checks for whenever we're paying
California?
Somebody? Arizona, like parking tickets, I think, go to Arizona.
Yeah.
Everything goes out of state.
Yeah.
We cop everything out to support their economies rather than ours.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
It's
makes
ridiculous.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And
nothing makes sense.
It's the same thing then these phone rooms. They have it in the Dominican Republic. They have it in the Philippines. Why? Why do we have to give jobs to people outside the country?
Probably 50 cents an hour, I would guess, or something like that. Or
no. 50
and then you have this country raising the minimum wage, which means absolutely nothing. It's like the liberals promote this as everyone needs a living wage. Well, there's people that aren't making a career out of getting minimum wage. That's not what minimum wage is. It's an entry-level position, mostly for younger people that are just getting their feet wet. Why do we have to politicize that and make it some political statement? Everybody needs a living wage. You're talking apples and oranges. You're ruining the country. That's why you have these people making $1 or $2 an hour, flooding this country with phone calls on telemarketing, because
$1 or $2 an hour?
Yeah, I'm sure.
How about 50 cents?
Well, I don't know. I'm just putting some inflationary figures in there. When you go,
they make $80 a month. $80 a month.
When companies like what we have here go to Pakistan, let's say, to pick a country, and they hire 10,000 people at 50 cents a day, don't you think that raises that $80 a month to, say, 400 or 500 pretty quick?
No.
Because they're taking the market and they're turning it upside down.
What really amazes me and bothers me, doesn't those people know that they are being exploited by the American people?
How are they being exploited? The country they are from was exploiting them.
They put them to work for $80 a month, $20 a week.
But they take the job.
Yeah.
Because their country exploited them to start with.
The same thing here. The same thing here. If I had to go to work and they tell me they're going to pay $10 an hour, if I need the job, I'm going to take that $10 an hour.
Shouldn't it be up
and
to
if
you?
I don't want it, I don't take the job.
The liberals promote this $15 an hour minimum wage. Why? To get votes. That's it. Everything about them is disingenuous. Nothing that they say is true. It's to buy votes from the dishwashers that are now getting $15 an hour.
I don't think the dishwashers always make $15 an hour. Always.
Well, okay.
Except the 50s. When they make 50 cents an hour.
Yeah, whatever.
Now, let me tell you, that's one of the reasons why I dislike these unions. They fight for more money, more money, more money.
Because they get a percentage of the money, right? That's why the utility companies raise rates, because they work on a percentage basis of what they spend. That's why all the utility companies have brand new trucks. If you get a scrape on a utility truck like Nevada Power, that truck goes to the junkyard and is traded in immediately.
NB Energy.
Yeah, whatever. It goes right away to the whatever, traded in to get a brand new truck because that raises their expenses. And our illustrious government allows a monopoly like that to make X amount of return on investment or their expenses. So they're guaranteed a certain profit. So as their expenses go up, guess what? Their allowable income goes up. So it's a scam. It's all a scam.
Let me ask you something. I have no reason to think any other way, but I'm kind of mentally retarded. I don't understand that. That means that they might have a kickback from the car dealers when they keep trading those cars. It got to be some profit for them in trading those cars, isn't it?
No, the utility company, they increase their expenses. That's their game, is they increase their expenses.
But I mean, the car dealers don't kick back anything to them?
Well, that's another matter where if they're getting a kickback, some officer of the company, the monopoly is getting a kickback, not the company. And that doesn't lower their... If they were getting a kickback and they reported it, their profit would go down, their expenses would go down because they're getting a kickback. That's not the point. They want to raise their expenses as high as they can because they get to tack on... Let's say... They get 10% profit for their stock, or they're guaranteed 10% profit. So if their expenses, to pick numbers, $100 is their expenses a year, they get to make $110. So they'll make $10. If their expenses are $1,000 a year and they get to make 10%, their profit's $100. You see? So the higher their expenses, the more they get to tack on as their percentage. That's the deal. So they have to raise their expenses. That's how they make money. So it's a corrupt deal because that's a monopoly. And the government in their illustrious backwards thinking way think that's productive. No, that's anti-productive.
I know, but they can go to another car dealer too, right?
Well, sure, but that's
they can go to another car dealer.
The guy that makes the deal with the company that says who's going to buy the car, who's going to sell them the car, that's the one getting the kickback.
That's what it's possible, right?
Sure, it's possible.
I mean,
it's money.
It's money. I'm mentally
it's not only possible; it's probable.
Yeah,
it's probable.
I think it can be something like that, you know.
Of course.
And my friend, I'm going to go to another place because they give us a better price under the table, you know. Oh no, wait a minute.
Same thing with let's say selling on a local basis. Selling the police department their cruisers. You think that the company that sells them the cruisers aren't making some political contributions to whoever it is in the police department that makes that decision? Are you kidding me? That's
political contribution.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You contribute as like a judge to get a proper hearing in the front of the judge. You have to contribute to their campaign. That's buying the judge.
No. It's because you don't understand. Those lawyers have to get paid. That's what it is.
And they have to get clients that they win for to get. Well, no, you
don't even need to win. Lose.
You don't even need to win anymore. So I don't know what that.
No, not anymore. You know, and that's what I'm saying, folks. Wake up, corruption. America. You know, wake up. Not the wake up call. Not the wake up call. Wake up call is in about 15 minutes from now. I'm just wanted to let you know, people, wake up. We are losing the country. And if you want to be cynical with me, okay, you are losing your country. I wasn't born here. I can go anywhere with my retirement, with my Social Security. I can live anywhere. I can move to Costa Rica and live like a king there.
But they're going to take the Social Security away. Means testing.
That's testing. Before I die. That's after I die, not before.
Well, you better hope so.
Yeah.
Not that you're hoping to die, but you know that Social Security going to get less and less.
This is what I want to tell my enemies.
Social Security, you're not getting an increase for the COLA increase this year, even though the price of hamburgers doubled, the price of food's doubled, price of everything's gone up except gas has slipped a little bit. Yeah. But slipped from what? Slipped from an astronomical level. So it hasn't really slipped.
You have to read Pearlie's column. I don't know if it was this week or next week. I forgot, but I said they forgot the coca, and now they are in the cola.
Yeah, that was not this last week. I think the week not getting any increase. Now, how do you justify that when you go to the grocery store?
Yeah.
First of all, they're probably retired, so they don't drive a lot anymore. So the price of gas is not.
Yeah.
Where the hell? Why no increase? Because it's crooked. It is crooked. Your government is crooked. That's why it's corrupt.
And let me tell you, the audience, whatever audience, 1 or 2 or 3 people listen. Take as I need a hole in my head, okay? I'm very, very old. I don't think I'm going to live that much longer. I don't think that I'm going to be around to see the your country. I'm not going to see it. So it doesn't make any difference. I can go home tonight. The rest of my life until I die.
We can fly around the world continuously. For the country. That man wants to do something great for this country. See that, you're blind and you don't deserve.
Trump Plaza, he can go to New Jersey and go to the Trump Plaza.
And we're not talking about the maid quarters he's going to stay in. He's going to stay in the presidential suite, whether he's president or not.
He probably have his own suite with our name. Okay.
Well,
nobody
Steve Wynn had the only house on the Shadow Creek Golf Course. The only house. House there, and it was Steve Wynn's.
Well, and he got it, I don't know, 2 bedroom or 3 bedroom. Penthouse and at the golf. There but him and some center or whatever that is.
I'm saying when Trump makes a statement that he called me and tell me where he do deals, negotiate with foreign leaders. I mean, what does he not know?
That's what you need to realize. You all those politicians, for all those being used by all those. You need to wake up and start paying attention Otherwise, you're not going to have a country to vote for.
And
please, the little poor Cuban refugee, don't let them take your country away. I'm from a country that was taken away from me because the people didn't pay. Speak from my own experience. Don't let the socialist, communist, rebels taking your country away from you.
don't listen to the liars. You need to know. You look for the corruption. You found your problem. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. So that's what this needs. And the right with the most unqualified person to ever run for office and get. There's been some winners that have run enough somehow, and look at the results. Just look at what is better in this world from the day he got elected. Nothing. Everything's worse. Everything. And this is what we get when we elect progressives. So
and locally, next year is going to be elections for 4 county commissioners. 4 county commissioners.
4 out of how many?
7.
No, that's over half.
Yeah. You need to throw those people away, put new faces in there, put new people in there that doesn't have that power that those 4 have, and that would be easy to take it away when they don't do the job.
Exactly right. You need fresh people, new blood all the time, so they don't get corrupted.
New blood.
That's
and
the
if
key.
You don't give them a chance to build the power that those 4 in there now have. They need to be taken away from
I look at it like old age is the cancer that we have here in society. When you have a politician that's allowed to die in office and be there so long, old age is the problem because they get corrupted. So one thing you can be guaranteed is a young person will not die from old age. So we need young, new people in office continuously. They have to be new. They can't be there for any length of time or they're going to be corrupted. That's the disease. Is old age is the disease. Don't let them be there. One term, that's it. Out. See you later. Goodbye. Go back to the farm.
One term, they don't have the time to do
good.
anything. They
Good.
don't have time to do anything.
Good.
2 terms.
What do they do?
Look at it this way. The president of the United States has the maximum job in the country, and he only got 2 terms. If you cannot work with 2 terms, don't even try to run. You know.
Well, then that should be the absolute max. All right? The absolute max. You want to talk about don't have enough time? All right. But I'll tell you what. After the 2 terms, that's too much time. So
yeah, definitely.
It's you got
2 terms. And then if you want to train somebody else with to get your experience, you can work for free. That's why you get in retirement. You get in retirement. You know, stop doing what they doing over here in the courthouse. That they retire and then they go back to work the next day, like the court administrator did, like the court administrator in family court did. You know, they get 90% of